Okay, this should do it. Here's the race route for you, Allison Calisi.
Well, most people might think this can be a flat stage once they move away from Beverly Hills. We're just above sea level at 253 feet. It's a race of about an hour and a half in length. They go some of the most memorable routes. Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, before finally finishing on this circuit around downtown LA and finishing outside LA Live. I'll tell you one thing though, Phil, it is not a stroll in the park.
We have done that route. Isn't that interesting? Not as fast as they will. All right, hold on. I'm going to fast forward to Sunset Boulevard here.
Very lump.
They do there's the national anthem. They're in Beverly Hills right now. They do this sort of a ceremonial thing. You know, they ride around with a pace car in front of them. See that guy with the red flag? In any case, they're off now. This is north on Doheny. In the interest of brevity, I'm going to jump up to where they turn right onto Sunset. North. That's a bit of a hill. We rode down that, Matthew, you and me, straight down. He was going, this is fast. Okay, here they go. Up Sunset.
Stage on the profile map, but in fact it isn't. It is quite undulating and rolling.
And here's where we're going to turn on Sunset. Across the street is where you and Jonathan bought wine. You recognize this.
Well, we've swung right now onto the famous Sunset Boulevard here as we head towards the center of Los Angeles. We've got the Garmin Barracuda and the United Healthcare teams trying to drag somebody out of that pack to try and get downtown where there's a huge crowd waiting for them. We have had hundreds and hundreds of cyclists on the course this morning in Los Angeles, where they've been riding for an hour and a half, doing as many of the circuits as they could in that time, provided us with a great atmosphere.
Well, we're getting a great atmosphere at the front end of the peloton there, because as you can see, they're stretched out in a long line. They are certainly not hanging about. There has not been one easy day in this Amgen Tour of California. From the very first stage around Santa Rosa, the hammer has been down on every occasion.
Left the room for 1 second.
But there has not been one easy day in this. Oh, we're getting a great atmosphere at the front end of the peloton there, because as you can see, they're stretched out in a long line. They are certainly not hanging about. There is.
Oh, Horn Avenue, my street. Book Soup over there.
One easy day in this Amgen Tour of
Coffee
California.
Bean over here.
First stage around Santa Rosa, the hammer has been down on every occasion, and today will be no exception.
Absolutely. If you're a bike rider in the race, this is your view from the back.
Coming up to Sunset Plaza.
So just looking to see if we can work out now the United Healthcare rider on the attack here. Just starting to stamp on those pedals, but the whole line is joined up here. This is a big moment, especially for the domestic top cycling teams, because it's their chance to show their stuff against some of the world's finest cyclists, and they have done on a daily basis since we left Santa Rosa. Continuing down Sunset Boulevard at the moment, the field's still together.
You know all the hotels over here. This is about the longest
the field has been together in 8 days, because we've had breaks going in the first 1 or 2 miles of racing on the long open highways. We have toured down the Pacific, we've been into the vineyards, we've been up the mountains. This is such a diverse state rather, California. Now we've got Team Exergy also having a go.
Just waiting until they go past where I was standing.
These boys are desperate to get clear. Optum in second place just at the moment. This looks to me as though it might well be Matt Cook who's trying to break away on the right of our picture, quickly joined by the team from Optum. Optum have had some success on this race. They have won the King of the Mountains title by Nissan with Sebastian Salas.
I'm standing right
go to the start,
here.
Because just before the riders got underway, our co-commentator down there, Bob Rowe, he met up with Rob Lowe.
Rob, what are some of the things about California that are so special to you and your family?
Oh my gosh, just the diversity of the...
Right. Check it out, the Standard Hotel.
Rob, what are some of the things about California that are so special to you and your
You
family?
sat by the pool?
Oh my gosh, just the diversity of the activities we can do. I mean, look, we're in Beverly Hills. We're going to see a bike race, and I'm going to go spend a lot of money on some shoes. Where else are you going to do that other than California?
Okay, that was the turn into Hollywood past Chateau.
Spectacular backdrop to the event. Could you talk a little bit about, like, it's almost 3 states in a state.
It is. In this race, the Amgen Tour of California is like a moving postcard. And if you followed the race at all, you really get to see all of the different opportunities that we have in
Oh no, this dot is me with the white hat on.
California. And for people to come and visit the state now, as everybody's trying to rebuild our economies, the tourism is huge for us.
All right, there you go.
And it's 1 in 9 jobs. So everybody's looking at revenue.